really good at what you did when you were a child in school, and you were successful in school and even outside of school, right? Singing competitions and all that. Was there ever a time where you felt a lack of confidence or any self doubt in your when you're growing up? And yeah, so that was something that we were talking about this, and we wanted to really go in because we always feel that other people have it better, other people are so confident, other people are so amazing, right? But yes, Louisa, tell us about what you felt, or how you felt back then in terms of confidence.
Yeah, and the answer is yes. I think we all have our stories of, while growing up. For me, was really the fact that um, I had a very amazing childhood where I was in the Rediffusion Children's Play Group. I was even in some local CDIS. So I was like a child actress in a sense, but we were acting in
Prodigy. Can I call
education.
it
Yeah,
prodigy?
we were acting in educational videos that was played for the schools for the Chinese curriculum. And but because of that, I recall that in primary five, I actually had a switch of class. And instead of so we usually would follow a class, right? So afternoon session, morning session, afternoon session, morning session. But I recall that in primary five, I switched class, and I was put into a class where I was really totally I had to adjust, to new classmates and all. And I even experienced a bit of um, well um, taunting, where people would actually uh, call me like, oh, teacher's pet, because I was like very, could speak Mandarin very well, and that, the Chinese teacher, well, pretty much, yeah,
Favorite
was
you.
involving me in a lot of things. Yeah. And I think perhaps that was the start of some wavering in my own confidence. um, I also recall my mom, who would sometimes be, you know, very well intentioned, but like most Asian moms, sometimes you would, um, yeah, uh, I must say this whole past is really quite hazy for me, because I think I probably practiced selective amnesia, that it was probably there were painful moments, and so I probably locked it away somewhere, so that I so that the memory is really hazy. But I do recall that I didn't I went through a phase where I wasn't confident, despite all the, four
The
A star
achievements,
at
right?
PSLE. Yeah, despite all these achievement, right? I I actually went through a period that, yeah, now talking about it, I feel tears welling up even. Yeah, and it took me many, many years to overcome this. And in fact, it was when I was 40 when I first met somebody who could help me totally um, overcome this. And so this was a lady I met through